Did you know that the average American spends over $18,000 a year on non-essential items? That's a lot of money that could be saved or invested for a brighter future. Yet, most people don't realize how much they're wasting on things they don't really need. In fact, studies show that 63% of people regret their impulse purchases, with the average person spending nearly $5,000 a year on things they didn't plan to buy. Now imagine if you could cut back on these unnecessary expenses and put that money towards something that actually helps you grow, like your savings, investments, or even retirement. This isn't just a dream. It's possible with frugal living. In this video, we'll explore how embracing a frugal lifestyle can help you unlock financial freedom. You'll learn simple but powerful strategies to stop wasting money and start building wealth. From shifting your mindset to smart splurging, DIY hacks, and using free resources, we'll show you how small changes can lead to big rewards. Stick around, because the secret to financial freedom is closer than you think. Chapter 1. The hidden power of less is more. Unlocking financial freedom. Frugal living isn't about deprivation, it's about living intentionally. When we own less, we stress less. Studies show that cluttered spaces can increase stress and anxiety. By reducing what we own, we free up both physical and mental space. The minimalist movement isn't just trendy, it's a path to financial freedom. In fact, people who embrace minimalism tend to save more money. A survey by the Financial Independence Retire Early, FIRE, movement found that nearly 60% of FIRE participants cite cutting down on possessions as a key strategy to saving money. What if less stuff means more wealth? When we stop buying things for the sake of buying, we redirect that money into savings and investments. A 2019 study by the National Endowment for Financial Education showed that individuals who embraced minimalism saved up to 30% more annually than those who didn't. So, the less you own, the more you can grow your wealth. It's a simple equation: less spending, more saving. Take the time to audit your possessions. Does your clutter hold you back? Cutting down can seem overwhelming at first, but remember, every item sold, donated, or repurposed is a step toward more financial freedom. Each sale at a garage sale or on eBay adds up. Even small changes, like switching from an expensive gym membership to free YouTube workouts, can make a big difference in your savings over time. Embracing minimalism isn't just about cutting things out, it's about creating room for what truly matters. By owning fewer things, you create the mental space to focus on building your wealth. This can be a game changer. Chapter 2. The frugal mindset. Transforming spending into saving. A frugal mindset is a powerful tool. It's not about simply cutting back, it's about shifting the way you think about money. Instead of seeing every dollar spent as an expense, view it as an opportunity for future savings. Research shows that people who adopt a frugal mindset are 45% more likely to consistently save for long-term goals. You don't have to eliminate all fun from your life, but prioritizing needs over wants can have a huge impact on your budget. For instance, asking yourself, "Do I really need this?" before purchasing can help curb impulse buys. The American Psychological Association found that 62% of people regret impulse purchases, and 41% of those people say they do so because they want to feel better in the moment. The truth is, lasting happiness doesn't come from stuff, it comes from financial security. Start by tracking your expenses for a month. You'll likely be shocked by how much you're spending on things you don't need. A study by the Bureau of Economic Analysis found that the average American spends over $3,000 a year on non-essential items. That's $3,000 that could be invested or saved for future goals like buying a house or retiring early. Focus on small, daily habits that make a big difference. Instead of buying a $5 coffee every day, make it at home for a fraction of the cost. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau estimates that cutting out one daily coffee can save you $1,200 a year. It's not just about small savings, it's about building a mindset where you're always thinking ahead, redirecting potential spending into your financial future. Subscribe now to continue learning how you can transform your financial habits and achieve true financial freedom. Chapter 3. Smart splurging. Why sometimes spending a little is actually saving more. Frugality isn't about never splurging, it's about splurging smartly. Sometimes, spending a little more upfront can save you hundreds in the long run. Take the example of quality footwear. A good pair of shoes might cost more initially, but they'll last much longer than cheap alternatives. Over time, this saves you from constantly replacing worn-out shoes, and it's better for your wallet and your feet. A study from Consumer Reports showed that buying quality over quantity often leads to significant savings. For instance, high-quality clothing can last 5 times longer than cheaper options. So, while you might feel like you're spending more initially, you're actually saving in the long run. This concept, called cost per use, means you get more value out of each item by using it longer. Another example is investing in energy-efficient appliances. Yes, they may cost more upfront, but they can save you hundreds of dollars a year on utility bills. The Department of Energy reports that the average American household can save up to $500 annually by using energy-efficient products. Think about how many times you've bought cheap gadgets that broke after a few months. It's frustrating, right? Choosing quality often prevents this cycle. Smart splurging is about balancing your desire for immediate gratification with the long-term benefits of lasting purchases. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more frugal living tips and discover how to use your money smarter. Chapter 4. DIY Everything. How to master the art of budget-friendly creativity. One of the best ways to save money is by becoming a DIY expert. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, creating homemade gifts, or growing your own vegetables, learning to do things yourself can drastically cut down on your expenses. A University of California study found that households that regularly engage in DIY projects save up to 25% more annually. The internet is full of free tutorials that teach skills like sewing, woodwork, and even basic home repairs. By mastering these skills, you reduce the need for expensive professional services. For example, replacing a light fixture or repainting a room can save you hundreds of dollars on labor costs. Even cooking from scratch can have a huge impact on your budget. A study by Harvard Health found that people who cook at home save up to $1,000 a year compared to those who eat out regularly. Plus, homemade meals are healthier, which saves you money on medical bills in the long run. DIY doesn't just apply to home projects or cooking. You can also get creative with gifting. Instead of buying expensive presents, consider making something personal. Handmade gifts often have more sentimental value, and they cost a fraction of store-bought items. Creativity is a powerful tool for frugal living. Chapter 5. The Power of Zero. How to harness free resources and build wealth. You don't always need to spend money to get value. There's a wealth of free resources at your disposal. For example, did you know that libraries offer more than just books? They provide free access to educational classes, career workshops, and even tools for learning new skills. In fact, a study by the American Library Association found that libraries save U.S. residents over $4 billion a year in educational resources. Don't forget about the power of free online courses. Platforms like Coursera and edX offer courses from top universities at no cost. If you want to learn coding, marketing, or design, these platforms allow you to gain valuable skills without spending a dime. Free resources aren't just about education, they're also about entertainment. Streaming services often offer free trials, and there are countless free podcasts, YouTube channels, and apps that provide entertainment without costing you a thing. Research from the Digital Entertainment Group suggests that people who rely on free digital content save up to $2,000 annually compared to those who pay for subscriptions. By shifting your focus to free or low-cost options, you can continue to enrich your life without spending money. Embrace the idea that there's often a zero-cost solution to nearly every need or desire. All it takes is a little creativity and research. Chapter 6. Frugality in Action. Real-life success stories of financial freedom. Frugality isn't just a theory, it's a proven path to financial independence. Take the case of Mr. and Mrs. Money Mustache, two bloggers who retired early through frugality and smart investing. They live on a fraction of their income and invest the rest, teaching others to do the same. Their success story has inspired thousands to adopt frugal living as a means of achieving financial freedom. Another example is the story of Sarah, a teacher who paid off $80,000 in student loan debt in just 3 years. She cut her living expenses by moving into a smaller apartment, cooking all her meals, and eliminating unnecessary purchases. By embracing frugality, she paid off her debt faster than she ever thought possible. Then there's the case of Carl and Janet, who used frugality to retire in their 40s. They worked hard to cut down their monthly expenses, eliminated credit card debt, and started saving and investing aggressively. By the time Carl was 45, they had enough saved to never work again. These stories are proof that frugal living isn't just about scrimping, it's about making intentional choices that build wealth. People who embrace frugality find themselves in a position of strength, financially and emotionally. They control their money, rather than letting it control them. If you found these stories inspiring, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more tips on how frugal living can change your life.